Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another awesome and exclusive edition of the Top 10 show right here on FS Online channel. This evening we have a panel, as you can see behind me, and we're going to be discussing some of the artists from Bloemfontein that has put us on by just so running their brands and just being a true reflection of what a true artist is that comes from the Free State. But for now, I don't want to waste any of your time. I have Naftali Diamante, who is our open verse winner, and he's going to be performing a song with Stench Lebaka and also Big Zo, and the song is titled Pumelela. Hoping that you're going to enjoy this. Don't forget to interact with us on all the social media platforms.
Hey, au hindelendela, together, so pumelela, ay, ela pumelela, ay, sisa pumelela, when I bambelela. Please give it up for my good friend Naftali Diamante. It hasn't been an easy journey, but we keep going. With God's will, no one is ever gonna take my life. With God's will, break the dawn, we'll make it all together. So I wrote the song to tell you Bambelela, Sisa Pumelela, 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 Ela Pumelela, Sisa Pumelela, give a warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Big Zo. Satanaza se puxa, se aquela, culo, se aquela. Prince, se benza, believe it or not, se aquela. Satanaza se puxa, se aquela, culo. But we holding on and going strong, Sangena. To the break of dawn, we'll make it all together. So I wrote the song to tell you Bambelela, Ausiza Pumelela, 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 Ela Pumelela, Pumelela. Thank you.
Stench Lebaka and Nandipa. Listen here, man, it's absolutely a vibe to be here. Not forgetting that we are broadcasting live from LEMO Mall, officially where the LEMO Fest is going to be taking place. Before I forget, I'm not seated alone this evening. These are the gentlemen that I'm going to be having a conversation about right here on the Top 10. I'm going to start on my right-hand side with our show.
LEMO Mall brings you nothing but heat with a festival like no other. Taking place from the 1st to the 15th of October, it's the LEMO Fest. The festival brings you shows such as Piano Nights on the 7th, All White Gospel on the 8th, Ditejo Comedy on the 11th, Women to Women on the 13th, and the Global Stage on the 14th of October. Tickets are available at any ShopRite Checkers and CompuTicket. LEMO brings you nothing but heat with the festival like.
And welcome back. And just I was about to say that I'm seated with four of the most amazing gentlemen who are wave breakers right here in the Free State. And not only in the Free State, but we as Bloemfontein, we are proud of them. I'm going to start on my left. I know I said on my right, but you can't do something and not do it on the other hand. So I'm just going to turn my back a little. On my left here, I have Dupes, who is the organizer of the Free State Gospel Music Awards. Also somebody who's very important, who's doing a great job in terms of the entertainment industry in Bloemfontein. And then I have Morena Bojeti, who is a former radio presenter at CUT and also The Rock. Also, somebody who has a very fine ear when it comes to music. Last but not least, I have Ndade Tebokokotsi. Also, I don't know, should I say my right man here? So, yeah, we're going to be having a conversation, gentlemen. How are you feeling this evening? Are we okay? Are we settling in? Are we all right? Of what we're trying to do right here. We're trying.
Ayo, this is equivalent Sputnik Marutin, and we are behind the scenes of Patko's show with Sputnik. Don't forget, every Sunday at 6 o'clock, FS Online, baby. We're bringing you the nice interviews, funny, relaxed, family-orientated. So come and join us, because me, Uncle Sputnik, is here, baby. See you there, FS Online, this Sunday. Eyamat Ika. Ayo, this is equivalent Sputnik Marutin, and we are behind the scenes of Patko's show with Sputnik. Don't forget, every Sunday at 6 o'clock, FS Online, baby.
We're going to be analyzing, right? Thorough that. I want to give you the 10 criterias on which is used in the selection of a top 10 artist, right? So number one, the artist should have potential to represent a province nationally. I think that one is quite self-explanatory, or should I repeat it again? Are we good? All right. And then the second one, the top 10 applies to both mainstream and upcoming artists. And then thirdly, professionalism. And number four, marketing and branding. And then visibility, bookings as well. And one thing that is on trend right now, we don't hire you unless we see your social media following. Right? So we also need to take that one into consideration. Digital numbers as well. This includes YouTube, Spotify, you name it. Even if it's Fakaza, if we have to put it in, we're going to put it in. All right? And then radio playlisting. New music in 2023, stage presence, and generally I would like to throw in all genres. And then lastly, the artist should be from the Free State. Right. So an artist must get 60% to 70% of the criteria that I have mentioned. Is it understandable? So 60% to 70% of the criteria that I have mentioned. All right. Let's get it started, gentlemen. I just want to find out, are we okay?
Yeah, we're doing good.
Are we good? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think in terms of radio plays and stuff like that, you will also give us more information based on that. And if you're an upcoming artist, I would like you to just tell my people at home, how do you, as an upcoming artist, make sure that you get playlisted on the
I think most radio stations have their email address that they always pass around on social media.
Yes.
They even advertise it on their shows. You just have to follow the procedures that you need to be playlisted on the radio. Firstly, you have to be registered with the registering body of
Yes.
the music, and your music should be radio clean, it should be radio cut, and you should give your profile, you should give your artwork, you should just try to be professional, because most of the upcoming artists, they just send their songs.
Yeah.
Some of them are not well mastered, are not well cleaned, and then they expect to be
Yeah.
playlisted, which is why some of them, they don't even get the card to make
Yes.
it even on the shows that doesn't even require much more requirements as we go. Yeah.
And before I move
Important, because these registering bodies like your Samros, your Sampras, they look at your consent.
Yeah.
They can come back and say, yo, you use this music and it belongs to this person, and here is the number where it's been registered, so that they can give you royalties from Tadet.
Okay, interesting. And I hope that you are taking notes at home if you are an upcoming artist. I truly hope that you are as informative as we can be, right? So right now, I just want to kick started. That was just an icebreaker, right? Gentlemen, let's start to name drop. This is the most exciting part of my night. Let's start to maybe you name 5 from the top of your head, 5 from the top of your head, 5 from the top of your head. Artist, Free State artist that you did.
All right. Because I'm a gospel promoter, let me
Yes,
start
yes.
with the gospel, guys. I would say my number one will be, of course, Tebo Moloi. He's doing very well,
Definitely.
making the waves, of course. Don't have to emphasize that one.
Yes.
And the second one would be Manana Ramangai.
Okay.
And the third one will definitely, next one would be, I'm trying to think individually.
Yeah.
Let me go with, I know they are watching.
Your gospel lineup is lit. I know the names you are dropping. It's lit.
Let me go.
But-
Yeah, he's
okay.
from here, Bloemfontein.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right, Mr. Producer.
Yo. Nah, I even made a list because
Yes.
I was gonna forget.
Yes.
I think my top 5 will be 2.1.
Ooh, tight.
Ben Sharper,
Kind of what's his real name?
his real name, but yeah, he's doing great.
Yeah.
Nazo.
Okay.
I actually have more than 5 though, but
No,
yeah.
it's fine. Let's name drop. I kind
Okay.
of want to see who
Okay,
has the
let
tightest
let
lineup.
me give you my
here.
list, yeah? The one that I came
Yeah.
prepared with.
Yes,
Because
yes.
now I'm actually now. So it will be 2.1, Stino Letweni, Ben Sharper, Melobone, Snazo,
Okay.
Manana Ranoche, Afrotonic,
Yes.
Ayatlajani,
Oh, I thought Ayanda. I thought it was
no.
me.
The Rare Breeds, and Koza.
Oh, okay. No, it sounds lit in the side. Let's go to the right. What do you have there?
I also prepared a list, but it's it's 10 of them. So I've got 2.1,
Okay.
without a doubt. I've got Stino Letweni, I've got DJ Tsehu, I've got Snazo, I've got Troy, Eddie, and I've got Yui Ozil,
Okay.
and also I have Lugudi.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm hearing a few names that I don't know about. Hopefully, we'll get to touch on those names and just
Yeah.
find out.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Hore Dinsang. Tate Kotsi, what's your list? I hope Ekotsi.
I have 50 names.
Okay, where's your mic? Oh.
Can you hear me?
Oh.
I have 50 names.
50 names. Okay.
But however, I shrunk it down because I have. It's not a concern, but no, I'm on. It's not a concern, but what I can tell you is that the minute we start talking about artists,
Yes.
I was looking at your criteria, and some of the artists that I've heard their names, they don't even click. But anyway, it's another discussion
Hey,
for
the
another
beefing
day.
is starting. I like this. I like
It's not
this.
beef, it's just being honest.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
spade
yeah,
is a spade. If
yes,
they can't take
yes,
it, don't get out of the
definitely.
kitchen. My list consists of press.
Okay.
It has Ntabi.
Okay.
It has Tebo Moloi. I know you're happy about that.
Yes.
It's got Pablo. And I've got Prince KB. I've got NDK, and I've got K Taylor,
Okay.
and I have Tiwe. The list can continue. However, for me, these are artists that are there, that have made it, and these are upcoming artists also on that list.
Yeah.
Because all of the artists that we've mentioned, there's something that is lacking,
Definitely.
but it's something that we'll discuss.
Yes.
But out of that list of mine, I only see 3
Yeah.
on the top 10.
I'm looking forward to this conversation. It sounds like we have already thrown in our ingredients in the pot. Stofosiu 6. We're on. Re on. No, I mean like we are cooking now.
As if it was 6, ba bangata ba tlo tswa ka kitchen.
Oh, so.
Bona
No,
mhlolo.
me, I can't wait. It's very exciting to be here. Shout out to you and thank you so much for joining us, broadcasting live from LEMO. We are discussing the top 10 artists in the Free State. Right now, we're going to have a performance by Nandi Padiamad. Okay, no, it's cool. We're going to have a performance once again by our open verse winner, and then we're just going to have a quick chat with him immediately after that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's a nice song.
All right, shout out to Naftali Diamante, rather. I'm so bad with names. We're going to get into our discussion. Gentlemen, before that, we did a few name drops, right?
Yes.
We did a few name drops. So I want to hear from you. Who must I start with first here? With yeah, because he said, too dangerous. Your list sounds dangerous. Who do we start with?
It's not dangerous. It's plain fair. Straight to the point.
Yes.
Guys, let's call a spade a spade. Ne?
Okay.
We have artists here in the Free State, and all our artists, they want to go on a national platform.
Definitely.
But however, none of them are actually making it on the national
And why is that?
because of us and the audience.
Yes.
There are artists that you only see when there's political campaigns. All of a sudden they emerge. All of a
True.
sudden they've got a hot song in studio. You see them on stage. Then there are artists that only emerge when there's festivals like Makufi. But throughout the whole entire year, they're quiet.
Yes.
I can say, for example, Tebogo Moloi. Let's talk about Tebogo Moloi. Tebogo Moloi, he's a good artist, he's a gospel. He's made his mark nationally. He made his breakthrough on a national platform a long time ago. And he's maintaining it. One. Two, he's on TV, he's on radio. Three, social media, he's not that strong, but he's got his presence. I mean, like the minute you see his video in Ketsuimfela, but still, Tebogo still has that unique voice, hi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He might not have the followings on social media that we require, but in terms of the numbers, Tebogo Moloi can fill up Vista Red alone. As much as we can say, ke artist, he performs ko di funeral, ko di party, but at the end of the day, hey, he does reach the mark. Some of the songs he didn't compose himself.
True.
You understand? It goes, you know. But however, if you look into other artists, like on my list, I mentioned Press.
Yes.
Press is ticking off the boxes for me because one, social media, he's got presence. Two, he's damn professional. His videos are always on point. Three, he's all over national radio space and TV.
Yes.
I can name a lot. His idols, you name it, get it. There's a lot.
Yeah.
3, 4, in terms of his music, it's accessible anywhere. Digital platforms, social media, you name it, you get it. However, there's something lacking about him. It's also his PR. It's also, the numbers also on social media. Yeah. You understand?
Interesting.
Versus
Versus.
a DJ who's a composer who's releasing music.
Okay.
So not to be honest, guys, they would come to us with their music, no, that song is a banger, but still, the same artist is still stuck in Bloom, being played on CUT FM or Motero FM, and there's nothing that is going on. And come big festivals. For example, let's look at the festivals that are taking place outside the Free State, Gauteng, Durban, and which Free State artists do you see on stage?
Meloboni does.
2.1.
Meloboni does. Currently, Meloboni is there.
Melobone, you said 2.1. I say Prince KB, I say Press, I say Tebogo. Then there,
Yeah. But Botataki,
Butata is us in Dinchad. Butata is us and Butata is the artists themselves.
You hate them personally when you just hate their craft. Go back and work on your craft. This is not a
True.
personal feud that we're having. Work on your craft. Then we can come and
Amount.
Naftali,
yeah.
that song that he just performed, this song, if you play it on a right platform,
Yeah.
on a right station, it's a hit on its own.
But then, which means PR is what hard. We don't have PR companies here. Do we have PR companies in the Free State?
We don't have PR, we do I need a manager. They get a manager. Now the manager has to be the booking manager, the road manager,
Yeah.
the publicist, the PR, the copyright. Nah, dog. It doesn't work like that. Take the late AKA, for example. He had a team of 9 people. There was a manager, there was a road manager, the mother is a manager. Then he had his friend as a road manager. Then he had a PR manager. And then he had a social, digital marketing, digital space manager.
Yeah.
Then you take our artist here.
All right, I'm going to have to cut you short.
Why?
I'm going to be taking a quick ad break because I see who 12 federally. We are getting there. We are getting there. We are taking a short ad break. Date Kotsi. When we come back, we are going to unpack this conversation because it sounds dangerous there from your side, and I wanna hear more about this, the lack of PR. Bloemfontein, how we can improve it as well as individuals. We're going to be taking a short ad break. Don't forget to interact with us on all the social media platforms.
My dad. Mzala addiction is doing lockdown things ngai. So grumpy in the morning and the moody.
You was sexing.
But he will do anything. I mean, any big job for Ramakwen. Once the pocket is full, straight to my friend for he die.
Hey, ule data go. Hey, yeah.
Because you know why? I know what you were thinking. Data. Hey. Matata. FS Online. Wherever you are.
There we go, and welcome back. We are still discussing what's happening in the Free State right now. We are talking our freshest, our most consistent, our most known, and should I say our upcoming artists right now who are wave makers, who are coming from Bloemfontein and who are moving onto a national platform, right? I just wanna throw it back to Ntate Kotsi Malanin. Ntate Kotsi, you spoke about PR in the Free State, right? And it having a lack. Now, before we move on with the conversation, I'd just like to ask you, as an individual, what do you think is needed in order for an artist to be educated, to take those measures, to want to have a manager, and to want to have somebody who's going to manage them on the road, who has a professional photographer? What impact rather does that have on an artist?
Fagi Maluzo board. Simple. All artists, they need money. And unfortunately, there's no money.
True, true.
So if they don't have money and they are stuck in an environment where there's no money, how are they going to break through? Because right now, the biggest mistake that we see that artists are doing, they're like, no, Free State, let's pack up and go to Joburg.
Yeah.
You get to Joburg, you're still faced with the same problem, even twice. You've got
Yes, yes.
fake, what, you have to.
Man, yeah.
So what they need to do, there's a huge gap that is open in the Free State. They should be taking advantage of this gap.
About them, they have this thing of, I'll show him. Not to do better, but I'm better than him, but not in his craft or anything. Because the craft still stays the same. There's nothing that is progressing. They don't improve anything. But then they will hate you as a person saying, he doesn't like me. He doesn't like me because of this and this, because I'm better than him.
You know what's the saddest thing about business? You have to remove your feelings from your ethics.
Yeah.
Artists need to learn one thing. As much as their craft and their talent is putting bread on the table, they also need to respect it in a formal ya gore it's a business at the end of the day. You need to separate yourself from being Tebza, the great what, to being Tebogo at home.
Yeah.
You understand? There's a difference between me coming to you and saying, I'm not happy with you as Tebogo, versus I'm not happy with your craft.
Yeah.
Because the music that you produce, it comes to our ears. We are the consumers. So we don't want to pay for crap.
Exactly.
You want to pay for something that,
Yeah.
it's the same as you when you go to do your hair. You don't want to pay for crap.
Definitely not.
You understand?
But then again, Tebza, if I have to throw myself in there, what you're saying is true. Because I can actually attest to it, because last time I had a music video on TV, the first music video that I shot, sent on TV for playlisting, they actually rejected it. But what was nice about that was there was a rejection letter with why was the music not being listed.
Thank you.
And then I went and rectified that, and then it was playlisted.
How long was it on TV?
It has been on. Actually, I even see it sometimes, even now, recently.
You see? Because you went back, you didn't go back and say, Steve, I know who rejected me.
Yeah.
You went back
Yeah.
and you said what he said, what Marana said. Let me go and fix what needs to be fixed. There's something that I learned. The other day, I was watching the podcast, the other one,
Yes.
that I can't mention.
Yes.
And they mentioned something about Amapiano Boys. Yahore, they produce a song, and then they have residents in different clubs. They go and they test out their music. They
Yes.
check out the reaction at the crowd.
Yeah.
Then they go back and fix. That is why by the time it gets to us in the Free State, or it gets to a music compiler in some radio station, it's already a banger.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I come in?
Okay, let's hear. Let's hear what you are saying.
All right. Tebo Coach is very right.
Yes.
I 100% agree with him. But I heard him emphasize more on the money issue. Even if you can give that person one. He said another thing that our artist needs to learn. And when you talk about management, you're not talking about the other person managing the artist, talking about the artists themselves. They need to understand the business that they are in. You know, I've seen, you know, me, I'm talking from experience. I'm one of those promoters that took the money and invested on certain artists.
Yeah.
Even if you gave them the best, they would still not know what to do next. And then it will be a waste. You guys will agree with me. For the longest time, some of us, we blamed our local government, we blamed the business people not to helping these people. But in a true, if we have to be honest with ourselves, is it really all fault to your department or fault to your
really.
government or what?
Yeah.
No, some of these people, they are doing this music that they don't even understand what they are in.
Yes.
They don't even understand what they are doing.
Yeah, the
You get what I'm
problem
saying?
is.
So I'm not saying, yes, you are right, my brother. The production is part of the business that is killing our industry in the Free State because of poor quality. You can talk about producing, you can talk about mixing and mastering. The outcome of the music is a crap, yes. I agree with you. We've got beautiful songs that while you hear this song from wherever, and then you can tell that if should this song be given a chance, this is a hit. But this song, it was badly recorded. It can't go anywhere. As beautiful as it was produced, it was composed.
No, I think this goes back to when we said Tabaya Talente alone. Or when Talente alone is high, is not enough. You know, it goes with a lot of things. Money is one of them, and then the know-how as well is actually a question that we also need to raise. How can I into the industry, music? You must know exactly what you are availing yourself into, because it's a tough market. It's not the glitz and glam that you see on TV and that you hear on radio. People bought cars and you just want to do that, but without knowing what goes behind the music. So now from my side, I would say Free State has a lot of potential. We know about a lot of artists that are good in terms of what they produce, in terms of the quality of their music. But I agree with Steve Harry. Even with that, we need more money to actually make these guys to get to a certain point, a certain level, to escalate. But you're also right again, giving them money without them knowing the know-how of what are they going to do with the money is also an issue. But do we have seminars? Do we do seminars? Do we do these what you call these steps?
Workshops.
Workshops.
Yeah.
Do they attend? I just saw now Tsidiso Tinani. He was doing something like that recently, and I don't know the numbers though. But I'm curious to know, is there people who are affiliated to go and sit in that workshop as well? Well, that's another thing.
Yeah.
No, they don't attend them.
All right. Before we continue with our conversation, I would just like us to keep in mind the criteria of these artists that we are mentioning right here, right? And I want us to go back to the list that we've prepared.
Sure.
On the list that each of you have prepared, and I'm going to start with you, my good sir. Let's talk criteria now. Let's say you're number 4 on your list. Who's your number 4 on your list?
I think my number 4 was Matsila, if I'm
All
not
right.
mistaken. Yes.
So if we look at the criteria of the artists that we are talking about this evening, Mr. Kotsi, do you know Matsi lady? All right.
Very well.
Do you know?
No, I don't know her.
But question is that does the whole of Free State know Manzi?
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
You get my point?
So what is the lack when it comes to that particular artist? Brand positioning. So it goes back to PR. Okay. And you, my good sir, with you listing her, I believe that you do believe in her talent, and you know her, right? So I want to know from you, what is it that you think that you can take away now from what Mr. Kotsi has just said?
No, he's right. You know, it's very wrong to think because you know the person, everybody knows them.
Yes.
It will be very wrong of me to think like that. However, this criteria says a lot.
Yes.
I can. Some of the people in the very top 5 that I mentioned, I know where others are strong and where others are lacking. Comparing them with the likes of 2.1 and other genres.
Yes.
He mentioned Teboho Moloi. That is one artist for me that ticks all the boxes.
Okay, so I can put Teboho Moloi on number
Put
1
Teboho
right
Moloi
now.
on the top,
All
yes.
right. So are we done with the Teboho Moloi discussion? Is anybody putting something in there before I move on? He does
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, because I really don't agree with Teboho Moloi being number 1, because this year, 2023, we're talking about top 10 at 2023, not what he did last year up until now. We're
Okay.
talking about 2023.
Okay.
What is it that you can say that Teboho Moloi did? Let's not base this list on the former glory. We're talking about 2023 now. So, yeah.
Let's hear.
He was in Botswana,
When?
his own show
Yeah.
recently.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's been on social media,
Doing what?
different types of videos.
Okay.
He's got a couple of songs from his old album that he's promoting.
Yeah.
He's been on radio, I don't know how many times, on Metro FM and a couple of other radio stations. He's headlining a couple of concerts around the country. That is why, I'm going to come to a point now. He might not have a PR team, but on his own and whoever is helping him, he does tick all the boxes.
Yeah.
On a serious note, he might not have the following at 2.1,
Yeah.
but they are on the same league.
Okay. Let's talk about. Did you want to add something before I cut you?
I just, yeah, he was right with everything, but the last statement that they are on the same league, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
2.1.
Yeah.
2.1, they got high rotation, fair.
Yeah.
Teboho Moloi still has high rotation on 3 stations, Motswedi, Metro, and Lesedi.
Same as 2.1.
2.1 is on high rotation, yes, I understand. That is why, same league. 2.1 was in Dubai.
Was in Dubai, yeah.
Teboho Moloi was in Botswana.
2.1 was also in Botswana.
Exactly. drag.
Yeah.
Internationally, take off. You get my point? However, if we rate them in such a way, Alone, let's check who sold the most in terms of sales.
Yeah, in terms of sales.
Sales of tickets.
But it will
music.
be unfair.
streams.
This is gospel we're talking about.
No. We can't. This is the part where I say we can't say it's gospel versus. I'm saying it's artists. Now you're coming back to
Yeah,
that
but once you
issue of-
say we talk about sales, once we talk about sales, we have to talk about genres.
Sure, but who's
Yeah.
selling the most?
Gospel will sell more.
Gospel is selling the most.
That is why I took the still ticks the box.
Romulo, top the list, my brother. Let's
Okay,
agree.
but guys, we've got a name like a nice weird name like Ben Sharp. You know who Ben Sharp is, right?
I can see.
You don't know him.
I don't know
The guy
him.
is actually he's in Portugal, I think, right now.
He
ne?
is in Portugal.
And he's been doing shows that side, his own shows, and they've been sold out in most cases. And he's doing wonders that side.
Yeah.
And he's from here.
Who's the greatest artist to ever come out from the Free State and hit an international mark on the highest level?
Prince
International.
KB.
International.
Wouldn't that be Prince KB?
Go to a town called Velko and Google.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, yes,
yeah.
yes.
Now let's change the criteria.
No, unfortunately. No, I'm sticking to my criteria. You see, when I say you are dangerous, this is what I mean.
Tebogo is still on number one.
No, Tebogo I agree. I can have chat about Tebogo but what I'm saying is, when I bring Ben Sharp into the mix, I was saying, basically here in the Free State, he's not that big, obvious.
Yes.
But he's very big outside. Not even outside of Free State only, international.
Yes.
You
But
understand my point? So now I'm saying, for an artist like that, how do you measure that success? How do you put it into this criteria?
Yeah.
We can't because people don't know what he's doing here. There's some criteria that he's not meeting. He's not known here. He's
also
not-
doesn't genre play a huge role in it? Because of the genre that he's playing, maybe. Because right now we have kind of, as a country, I feel like we have idolized piano right now.
Yeah.
Everybody is riding on the piano
Piano
wave,
is ruling
right?
the world currently.
Where Ban Sharpa is an Afrotech
Yeah, he's an
producer
Afrotech,
and a DJ.
But Shimza does Afrotech and he's
Yes.
still doing great.
You know what's the
what's
saddest thing
cool
about
and stuff.
piano right now? Other African countries saw that piano is dominating and they became smart and they took over with the Afro
Afrotech.
sound.
Afro sound,
Now
yeah.
Afrotech is taking over because what? We are sleeping on the success on the doors that are open as a country. So we need to wake up.
But what I was saying is this: if we are to talk this criteria, like then we say, like you say, we must exclude Ben Sharpa because of obviously he's not known. I get. It's like
But you'll
when-
be shocked for there's other people that knows it.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
might
Yeah,
not
there's
know
always
him.
he's relatively
Yeah, yeah,
big.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is this: we're gonna end up with a list full of piano and gospel artists because that's what is selling in South Africa
Right
now.
now.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
it's the reality.
Yes. Now,
So people that are doing great, like your Koza has been, and he's been consistent at it. Koza's been pushing deep house like forever. If I can imagine, like I can think.
Deep
But
House Mpinchaka,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So it's
I
like
feel sorry for them.
I don't know. Yeah,
But again, the criteria mentioned that it should be mainstream artists and upcoming artists. So we
Yes.
we cannot expect upcoming artists to be already known.
yeah.
Yeah. So there are upcoming artists
But,
that
but
are
the,
doing
the
big things.
criteria, did it say anything about upcoming artists? Because I must have missed
no,
that
no.
part.
I
Because
think
now I
that-
just said they said,
The criteria is Kenya everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody.
yes,
everybody, yeah.
everyone.
and on top of that criteria, they say is somebody that can represent Free State.
Nationally.
Yes.
Of which number 2 is for night's press, then followed by 2.1.
But what did
Number
Press do this year?
three. Press? He's still performing, Papa.
What did he do
What?
this year?
Yeah,
What
he's
did he
performing,
do?
obviously, yes. But
What did Free State artists do this year?
Should we tell you what
Nothing.
2.1
I can
did?
tell you a lot of
Should
them
we
that
tell
did
you what
something.
2.1 did?
It released a song
really?
last year.
Who? Yeah, it released a song last
But
year.
you say
That's-
this year.
But when was the last top 10? When was the last top 10?
Okay, what did
Yeah.
2.1 do?
2.1 released the song. Check their digital numbers.
song?
check Stimela, check
Stimela.
Kolokoti,
Stimela
their
ke
digital
pina last
numbers.
year.
Keep in last year, but
Okay,
when did the last
right
10,
now they
top 10
are hyping the new one.
Contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not
Saying
contradicting
last year.
myself. I'm saying
what's the new one?
because it's yearly. It's up until the top 10 is
Mamamelo or
released.
something. I
The
don't know,
top
because it's
10 after the Kapare Balajwa, when the top 10 is dropped like today.
Yeah.
So the yes that's tomorrow.
Guys,
Anything that drops from tomorrow is going to be on the top 10 for next year.
That's why I said to you
That's what
guys,
I'm
we're
saying.
only going to end up with Amapiano artists and gospel artists on this top 10, because if we are to stick with this criteria right now, we are going to talk about people that are out there now, people that are making numbers now, and that means gospel and Amapiano.
Yeah, but we should clear this one up right now. I'm saying if the top 10, Free State top 10 artist drops Vandaga, anything that drops from tomorrow will fall into the next year. So Stimela, even if it was last year, but it was after the top 10.
But how are your criteria? Yeah, when did they release?
What? No,
It's on a criteria. The music must have dropped 2023.
Yeah.
Okay, it seems like we have a bit of a confusion here, right? Let me just go through the criteria once again, just for
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
to be clear, right? I
Maona
mentioned
Mjoli.
that the artist should be from the Free State. That one is all set. We understand that one. It's self-explanatory,
Sure.
right? And then it's an artist who does different types. So we're including all genres. And then stage presence. I haven't heard any of you discuss stage presence.
Stage
right?
is a fee. Like where?
Like performing.
We
Exactly.
spoke about Dubai, we spoke about Botswana, Press has been on Idols, those
Yeah.
Radio 2000 situations.
Okay.
Basically, when we mention events that they've been part of.
Okay, so
it's
we
part
can
of the
throw it
stage.
under that.
Yeah.
All right, sharp. And then new music in 2023, because
Let's be honest,
Yeah.
no one has released 2023.
somebody has actually. Somebody has actually. A lot of people did.
A lot of
But a lot of people drop
released.
new music.
Yes.
And mind you, the numbers of I saw
Melo.
no, Melophone is on my list.
Oh, when at
He
least.
is on my
whenever
list.
No, I don't
And
have.
the numbers are great.
Yes.
Or what he dropped this year. So there's a lot of artists that drop new music.
Gospel I took your drop, I just releases a new tune fan.
Yeah, exactly.
I said,
Just change the beat.
You are on another level.
The
You are
artistry
on
that
another
comes with the creativity is something to be
Yeah.
discussed
Yeah.
another day.
Yeah.
But the
Who's on TV?
right now,
Hey,
2.1.
2.1.
alone.
I hear we keep mentioning 2.1.
Who's on
They are
TV?
with Ntabisi.
Okay,
Ntabisi
who's on
is
TV
also
in
from
which
the
way?
05.
Music video playing or
Who's on high rotation now? I know Tebokumulo is on high
Yeah,
rotation.
it's 2.1 on high rotation.
I know that Snazo is also on radio.
Which station?
I heard her once on to Radio 2000.
You heard
I'm
her
not
once?
really a radio fanatic, but
Next time we must get the stats in terms of the playlist.
maybe
Yes,
we
I
should
think
do
we
that.
should do that. I think we
That's
should do that.
important.
Yes.
Yes. So all of the people that you are mentioning right now, and you're speaking high rotation, let's name somebody from Mokasi right now who's doing amazing work, and you've mentioned one. You've mentioned one, but you are missing it. I want you to tell me which one is that one. In terms of the criteria, I feel like we are missing DJ Tihu right now
DJ Tihu, yeah.
Zero.
because she's part of the
But
criteria
did
that.
did she produce any
guys-
music though this year?
Yes, she dropped.
Okay.
That's why it gets tricky with DJs and house, you get. So we
You
don't know
there's a
if.
huge debate between Kai Ishwe and the DJs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJs are distributors of music,
All right.
of which nowadays we've noticed that DJs are playing gospel music in clubs.
True.
So I call them the distributors.
All right.
Now you find DJs that are saying, I've released a song, but how to Lawe Sheba? You didn't compose the song.
Yeah.
When you just got into studio and they gave
They
you a song and they
compiled,
put a
Put
name
your
to
name
it.
on it.
So now when you mention the people like that, you need to show us to say,
All right.
for example, I can
that's-
make an example
Yes.
ka Prince KB.
Okay.
Yeah.
Prince KB can sit and compile a beat,
And
compile a
produce.
song, and call a vocalist to say, come put your vocalist on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one, it's a pool, it's a nice.
But
Product.
here's something
wait,
interesting
yes.
though.
Okay, let me hear you.
If we are in studio together, I said this off air. If we are in studio together and you don't know how to play keys, but you have a melody in your head, And then umpinela yona for her, like I want the bass to go like
Boom, boom,
yes, and then
You are
the
composer,
pianist
basically.
plays that. Who actually composed that song?
The person humming
The
and
technical
telling you what to do.
So according to you, is the guy who played?
because it's his keys.
No.
When you just, my man,
I know.
it's not like a songwriter.
The IP game, man.
Hey.
At the end of the day, when you write music, ne, you don't know how to write.
That's a different scenario.
Yeah,
because
that-
now,
Couldn't write.
Yeah, but that's a difference
that's a
to what
different
he's
scenario
saying.
at its best, because now that the songwriting is something else. When now you had an idea about flowers, I composed a song about flowers. But right now I'm telling you, the bass must go boom, boom, boom.
He's
And
singing
then
the
you do
melody.
that. I sing it to you because I don't know how to play. Remember, there's different types of artists. I guess people that can play, that we call them but what instruments.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
those people that can play
Yes.
instruments.
Yeah.
And then there's people that cannot play instruments, but they can compose melodies.
Compose.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the intellectual property of that is actually theirs because
The
they
one of
actually
the
came with the
composer.
melodies. So we don't know if DJ Tsihu was in studio with the producer and he told the producer, listen, I want a beat that goes bam, 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 and then
Yeah.
we beat it. We don't know that. We were not there. That's why he's saying it's very debatable to assume just because somebody's a DJ, they cannot produce. Because production, it has a lot of things in it.
It has a lot
So
of
what do we
things in
say?
it.
Tshego,
Can I just be clear? I mentioned her because she was on one of you guys' list,
Yeah.
and we were talking about people who are currently doing it right now. It was that debate. So that's why I'm
And it's
saying
been-
we are missing the point of the people that we mentioned earlier. Let's go back to the people that we mentioned and compare them to the criteria
Can
that
we do
we're
this
talking
in
about.
future? In future, can we separate the artist and the DJs?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
But isn't-
no. It's
Okay.
causing unnecessary debates. And it's
It
going to
does.
come back to that issue that we raised now. Some are going to take it personally.
Yeah.
To say we're not respecting their craft.
Exactly.
Kanako eo, they're just the distributors of music.
Yes.
Others chose to get into that space to say, I will compile a song. They are artists that sit. Artists right now are struggling to get bookings because
Because of
majority
the-
of the industry is focusing on DJs.
On DJs,
Because
yes.
the DJs are the cheapest route to go.
But now I have a question. But isn't that also an artist's responsibility to make sure that you put yourself out there?
It's not,
You can do it. You can put yourself out there, but remember the times also tell. When I know how you did lap when you wanna have some good time and you wanna dance, and so obviously the artist that can actually gel into that space is an artist that will sing the similar genre of getting people to dance.
Yeah. And do we have somebody like that in the Free State right now?
who can do it?
Do we have establishments that can cater for artists to come and perform live in the establishments?
Yeah.
There
That's a
are a
question.
few establishments.
Nah,
Like which one?
None.
they run away from artists.
Nah.
There
Because
are
the DJs are the easiest to go.
Yeah.
Look, a DJ you can book at 2,000 rand. But for an artist to come and perform with a live band, it's a minimum 25,000 up.
I think we
And what Tebogo was saying is very true. I can make an example with Likud. Likud ticks all the boxes here except the one year to release the music this year. And obviously, I mean,
Let's twist it. When was the last time you guys saw Zonke being booked all over the country in 1 month?
It's
Ah,
been a while. It's been a while.
And then
It's been a while.
versus a DJ, a simple Prince KB who's got a full booking for a month.
I think it's safe to say you want to put Prince Kevin number 2, ne?
Now it's number 3. Number 3, number 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I still go with Tebogo number 1.
Okay. So who's our number 2? Just before I go to an ad break, who's our number 2? I want to finalize it.
I think we agreed with 2.1 for number
2.1.
It's
Yes, I was
2.1,
also
yeah.
thinking the same. 2.1. When we come back,
Nah.
what's going on? What's going on?
not
Let's just agree to disagree. Tebogo
Do
Moloi
we
number
disagree?
one is fine.
All right. All
They were
right.
number 1 on my list, but anyway, I'm happy.
Yeah. So far, so good. How's the conversation progressing for you? Are we
No,
getting
it's good.
there?
It's good.
All right. I want us to go back to our list that you mentioned, and we are going to an ad break. But we're going to do that immediately after this.
like no other. Taking place from the 1st to the 15th of October, it's the LEMO Fest. The festival brings you shows such as Piano Nights on the 7th, All White Gospel on the 8th, Ditejo Comedy on the 11th, Women to Women on the 13th, and the Global Stage on the 14th of October. Tickets are available at any ShopRite Checkers and CompuTicket. LEMO Mall brings you nothing but heat with a festival like no other. Taking LEMO Mall brings you nothing but heat with a festival like no other. Taking place from the 1st to the 15th of October, it's the LEMO Fest. The festival brings you shows such as Piano Nights on the 7th, All White Gospel on the 8th, Ditejo Comedy on the 11th, Women to Women on the 13th, and the Global Stage on the 14th of October. Tickets are available at any ShopRite Checkers and CompuTicket. LEMO Mall brings you nothing but heat with a festival like no other.
And welcome back. We are discussing nothing but music, artists, and the people that we are passionate about in the Free State. Gentlemen, ka utlwa re kentse one le two, ne? But I want us to, start it from number 10. Let's do 10, and then we will see. Maybe number 1 will change in the long run because we had a long discussion about 2.1 and our number 1 person, Tebogo Moloi, right? So let us go back to the criteria and let us now speak about our number 10. Who wants to go first?
I want to go first.
You want to go first, okay?
That will be Melo Bonsu.
Okay.
Me. And there's a reason why I choose him because judging from the criteria, he's good. He ticks all the boxes for me, except, not except though, but I feel like he can improve on one.
And which one is that one?
If I'm being honest, I think professionalism.
Professionalism, which is very important because that's one of the things that we mentioned, right?
Yeah.
Tebogo Kotsi, you are laughing. What's going on, my brother?
It's a rare election one thing.
Yeah. And then what's your take?
Number 10. Yo,
On the artist that we mentioned now?
on my list.
No, on the artist that we mentioned now. Yeah, Melbourne. Do you know Melbourne?
I'm not gonna vote for him.
Sorry?
I'm not gonna agree with it.
And why is that?
He's on the top 30, it's fine. Fun now.
Hey.
He's on the top 30.
Okay, may I ask
You know
why?
why? Personally, I don't know him. Number 2, I haven't seen his footprint on social media. Number 3, I haven't heard his music on any station, both nationally and community stations.
Let me help you with that. So you should, that's what you should ask. Then I'll tell you. He's out there. He's producing for the likes of who's this guy now?
From Josiah and
Josiah
Disciple.
Disciple. He actually took him under his wing, and they released an EP together. And the EP has surpassed over 20,000 sales now in the space of 2 months. And he's been playlisted on all the radio stations that I know, including the CDFM, Metro FM.
I have somebody to compete against that.
Okay, and who's that?
Okay, who's that?
KG Smalls.
Are we agreeing? Are we discussing KG Spall versus Mellowbone?
Number 10.
But okay, and what are the numbers for KG Smalls?
He's everywhere. You are singing along to his song. He's got a song, No Yanale
But there's a lot of people that are
Osambo.
singing along to the songs that Mellowbone produced as well.
And he's got social media presence.
He also does.
He's got an endorsement from Mercedes-Benz.
I think I also have somebody to compete with that. The person that I mentioned and you guys said you don't know him. Django Schwarzenegger.
Who?
He's been everywhere. Django has been,
It's
Schwarzenegger.
my first time hearing about him.
I haven't heard of him.
He has numbers on social media. He's even a brand ambassador for Loction Culture at the moment. The only thing that I will take away from him is that the fact that he hasn't released his own music.
Okay.
That's the only. But he's everywhere. He has numbers. He's been booked everywhere in the country.
Okay, okay. I want to hear, Dupes, what do you say? Because already we have 3 names here.
But my brother, the moment you say he hasn't released any music, then
He doesn't
No,
need the-
I'm saying his own. His own. He's a DJ. He released the
That's
tape.
what I'm saying.
He put his
If
name on
the person
it.
doesn't have music, why should we start to talk
About
about them
him.
in the first place?
He put his name on it, so it's his.
No, but it's not his song.
Ah, but it's
KG
not.
Smalls, it's his song. Originally, it's from Kwakwa, that was.
So when so when would you say Mellowbone, like you said, Mellowbone can be on the top 30, but easy top 30, but not on the top 10.
My top 30.
Your top-
Because I can say it.
yeah, but I'm
not
saying
on my
okay, this is where it gets tricky because
Yes, I was about to say.
there's now that you don't know him, a lot of people know him.
Yeah.
You're not
Chivo.
familiar. You're not familiar with his music, and some other people might be familiar with the music. But let's talk about the criteria. What the criteria is saying.
Hence, look, I'm coming back to the same mistake that I say we are to blame for what we do. Example, we push artists that we know based
Yeah.
on what we know.
Yeah.
You get my point? Know him, some of them might know him. You get my point? That is why it was easy for me to say, I have somebody who can challenge that. And it's a person who's not even on my list. But his song right now, it's the number 1 song right now in the country.
So what are we saying, gentlemen? Who
Melo
is our number
Potwakako is
10?
Melo the number 1 artist. Right? I'm telling you about KG Smalls, who's got a song Le Murder Le Oskambo, who's on high rotation on all the stations, community and national, and is on high rotation even on social media.
And what's the name of the song?
Ke lenja qolo, I can speak little Latin.
Yebo Nkosi.
Yebo Nkosi. Thank you. The
We
person
feel
who
you.
owns the song.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen,
So
are we
it
familiar?
means Nahe I've been beaten with my number
Ah,
10.
it's not about you are being beaten. I want us to actually correct our mistake.
Yeah.
Because the past top 10 that was done, we had people who were pushing their own artists. Example, it was a blatant example, and I know he's watching. Hloni Alayen. Hloni was pushing one of his artists to be on the top 10. But if you look at his artist right now, he's not even making it.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't do the very same mistake that's been done in the past.
No. The nice thing about me is that I'm very neutral with everyone. So I don't
That's what I
even
love about
affiliate with
you.
anyone.
Yes, yes.
So now I'm talking about the work that I see. Waban.
Okay.
And my top 10 is based from what I see. These guys, their footprint, I'm following them also, and I check what they do. There's guys like, for instance, Ayat Hajan. I don't know if you guys are aware of how the big brand that boy can be. Because he's actually one of the vocalists that the likes of, I saw now recently, Zex Bantwin actually hit him up on a DM to say that they're going to work on something. So that's the artistry of that boy. But he's also on my list, but not on my top 10.
Let's do
Okay.
this then. Let's look at it in this sense. Artists we rate artists based on popularity, right? Let's look at artists that are quite popular right now. Let's start with the brand itself. Who's known, whether it's social media, whether it's TikTok, whether it's anywhere.
Yes.
But who's known? Who's got presence that everybody in this room can say, yeah, we know
that
him.
guy.
So does this
So
mean
I
now?
think that one is going to now make our list shorter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter. Even if we sit with open spaces, let it be.
Yes.
As long as you tell the truth.
If we're gonna top 5 only or top 3 only, let it be that way. Because If the list is there and it's empty from 6, 7, 8 is missing, let it be empty.
Yeah, true.
So that the artist can go back and actually work on the very same thing that happened with you, whereby you were told to say, go fix 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order for you to be on our playlist. Let's let them go and fix it. I can actually blatantly go back to the issue at Tshego and say, Tshego can be number 1 or Tshego can be number 10.
Yeah.
Because one, Tshego went from a normal jiving DJ to one of the most upcoming popular DJs who's now releasing a song, who's now popular on TikTok, and also, but the song is still not on radio yet. But because of her surroundings and her PR company, it might end up on being there. You get my point?
Yeah, no. I think if we are to look at it that way, or to say who's big now, who's the household brand.
Thank you. Now I
Before we continue, are we concluding our number 10? Because right now are we concluding our number 10? Are we disputing? Are we moving on to our number 9? Because I see it's a long conversation here.
Do we have a number 10?
Do we have a number 10? Are we removing Mellowbone and putting on?
No. Based on what Tebogo is saying, I'll have to agree.
Okay.
Yeah, Lena.
So we put on KG Smalls.
Yeah, it's KG Smalls. Lena, I think based on what you said, I should be number 10.
Yes.
Mellowbone out.
Which I agree.
KG Smalls.
KG Smalls.
Do you agree in that?
I agree.
Yeah.
No, I want you to be part. Like,
No, I
let's
agree.
talk piano as well. We're gonna come to gospel. It's fine.
No, Tebogo put it very well.
Yes,
It's
yes.
really, it's about the consumers. It's about the
Yes,
public.
true,
It's
true.
about, like, I understand my guy, Mellowbone, you follow him, what, but for me, I don't even know Mellowbone, who he is. Is he or she?
It's a he.
Sorry. Yeah, but I'm just saying that it's very, very important that when we do this, we think about the public.
Yeah.
Yes,
You get what
because
I'm
I know because they also say
the thing is,
the consumer can either make
what I
or
was trying
break you.
what I was trying to say is this, and I'm saying this in conclusion with the issue ya Mellowbone. To get to like 30K streams in a space of a month when you drop, this means that the public is well aware of what you are doing. The consumers, they go to these music platforms and then they consume your music. So for me, I don't feel like I made a mistake to put him there. But if I have to put him in a spectrum of him versus the likes of Tebogo Moloi, 2.1, obviously his brand is not that big. So I'll have to agree, Jorge. You still have to work more.
All right,
That's
so
what I'm saying.
So we are confident to say number 10, Ndate Kotsi.
KG Smalls.
Number 9. Our number 9, gentlemen. No, I'm looking at you because it's dangerous coming that side.
I think
Yeah. What do you have? Who do you have on your list? Let's refresh the memory.
I wouldn't mind if you guys put Tebogo Muruti there.
Okay, Tebo Muruti, number 9.
Did he release any new music this year?
Yeah, he did release new music recently. Now. There's a single he released now. I just forgot the name, but he released a new.
And is it on high rotation as well?
I think the people are still stuck with Ntatarona. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling that people are still stuck with the Ntatarona song. The new song, I don't see it coming very well. It's just that wherever he gets to sing, he sings it also. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it will be fair. I've got my own reasons why 9, simply because national TV stations, he's not really doing well. But social media-wise, he's very, very present. And he's getting those bookings, and he's becoming a national artist now. Yeah, he's really doing well even outside the borders of Free State. And no, but I don't think we are getting there. Everybody knows who's Tebogo Muruti now.
Yeah. Even me, I know, and I'm a 2000. It's fine. So are we good?
And I think on that number 9, I would easily put Snazo.
Okay.
She's a new kid on the blog. she still has to gather more numbers on social media.
Okay.
She released some music and she's been booked around the city. Yeah.
You were easily to agree on that, Mr. Kutsi.
I know Snazo, but I'm gonna throw a curveball to him.
Okay.
I would actually put Ntabi.
What Ntabi Wabanga?
Ntabi sings.
Ntabi sings from Ntabi.
Okay.
Yeah, Ntabi sings.
Okay.
But Ntabi she has her own music that she released, not the one that is upcoming. Okay, I don't know. I'm not familiar with.
We don't. That's the thing. She released. That's the biggest mistake that we all making. Thanks to 2.1 and the song Yastimela, we got to see her. You get my point? Yeah. Now we're starting to see her song. We're starting to hear her songs, and we're starting to see her songs being popular on social media. Her voice is known on radio.
It is.
She's getting the numbers.
But if I have
she likes professionalism.
If I have
She
to
likes
compare professionalism,
Which is something that we should consider because it's part of our criteria.
but if I
Let's
have
not
to
forget
compare
that.
her with Snazo, because coming back to the criteria, I would say these are two different artists
Okay.
coming from two different backgrounds. Because I feel Snazo, I don't know her personally though, but I've been watching her, and I feel like she's an artist that comes from theater like production or live music production.
She's got stage presence.
Yeah, she got stage presence. Yeah.
Wish
Definitely.
Ntabi is more like a studio artist, if you get what I mean. You understand? So it's always tricky when you get those type of artists because the artistry is not the same.
And the nicest thing about her is that give her the right platforms, give her the right management, give her the right PR team. She would break it.
Yeah, she would. She has
So
the
now
potential.
I actually support the motion that she should be on the list, but I'm not sure about number 9 though.
What number would you give her?
Must we switch it?
Must we switch?
Yeah,
Must we
I was
switch
gonna
it?
throw maybe around about number 7 there around.